Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Meet our sponsors.
Ethiopian airline from Addis to Zimbabwe, 85% of the passengers, full plane of almost 200, 300 capacity, were all actually tourists, white men from outside Africa. And when we arrived, all the black were dwarfed. We were going to Kilimanjaro, we were going to Kilimanjaro, area, and then there is a very huge tourist, hotel, and these people were just going out. They dwarfed us almost by 300 times, and I was shocked. We were looking at ourselves, and we could count blacks among whites, and 3 planes arrived, the same day, in 30 minutes, because before we could clear even customs, another plane has arrived, and over 90% also white. And I was wondering, all of us were wondering, from Nigeria, Ghana, wondering, where are these people coming from, and where are they going, and what for? But that's how a country can attract, our tourism and become a tourism destination. And many African countries have similar, actually, hotspots, but we need to develop them. And I think this is what air transport does. It connects, and it promotes, this kind of, activity. And I also like to quickly say that some of the regulatory-based challenges in the air transport center in Africa has to do with the question of sovereignty. Bilateral air service agreements, decisions on market access and related issues are made in exercise of sovereignty over the airspace. And I think this is where protectionism actually comes in. And I think the more we demonstrate political will to, apply and abide by SATAM and Yamoussoukro decision, the better for us and us to see the sense of at least quietening down, our claim of sovereignty. After all, you cannot claim sovereignty in any regional or continental context when you want to be part of the continental original economic integration of any setting. You must part with your sovereignty, either political, economic, or legal sovereignty. A sovereignty must be ceded to some extent to the regional economic or continental integration to succeed, because that's the essence of economic integration. You cede part of your sovereignty. So countries that overprotect their sovereignty do not understand why they are in regional economic integration. They don't. And if they do not appreciate the benefit which they need to balance with their claim of sovereignty. Because you cannot actually be an island in your own state, and you cannot also, survive alone. You need to be in a grouping for a larger market and for a greater actual opportunity for your citizens to access and benefit from, in such a way that you'll. And I would like by this airline operational challenges include delays and cancellations, overcrowded airspace, pilot shortages, maintenance and daily disruptions, as well as supply chain disruptions. And in the Nigerian context, the Nigerian Airport Civil Aviation, Policy 2023, I was surprised to see in the National Civil Aviation Policy, it has articulated in a whole figure, tabular form, what it considers to be current challenges in the aviation industry in Nigeria, which includes infrastructure challenge, human resource management challenge, power, or energy, gap, issue, and over-regulation and enforcement, and weak compliance system within the aviation sector, and then financing, challenge as a key to driving the airport transport system. But in my view, despite all actually of this that can be articulated by some of the experts that will discuss, some of the, issues at this conference. I believe that the keynote speaker was right in underscoring the need for political will to implement Yamoussoukro decision and Statham. And this is because it is an African initiative towards air transport liberalization, which underscores Africa's continued appreciation of the following facts. One, the need to maximize air travel into and within the region. Two, the aviation sector's significance to the region's socioeconomic growth. And then three, appreciation of the fact that at least in 2023, we have a data that shows that, and that is the African Airlines Performance Report, which revealed the data on example, African airports recorded 73 million passengers in 2020, representing a 68% drop compared to 2019. And this according to ISI Africa. And the industry recovering from the shock of COVID pandemic, 2021 saw 67% rebound, bringing the number of passengers in African airports to 114 million. Cairo was the busiest airport in terms of traffic, with 11.3 million passengers. Johannesburg and Addis Ababa are the following second and third, with 6.8 million and 5.2 million passengers respectively. And then finally, I would like to also underscore that you can read my presentation with regards to air transport system. I've provided also a way forward in terms of bridging operational and regulatory challenges in the African airport transport. In my view, is to learn lessons from the pitfalls of the previous years, build on the successes, sustain the tempo of post-COVID-19 recovery, and implement all key recommendations outlined in the AU-ICAO AFCA 2023 report. On comprehensive regional implementation plan for aviation safety in Africa. Second way forward is for the national aviation regulatory bodies to promote the practice of inclusivity in decision-making processes. I mean, what is the point of we not including operational, airline operators, other stakeholders in decision-making process affecting the key stakeholders?
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Meet our sponsors.